if you look at, for example, Jeff Beck's version of Drown in My Own Tears with Jules Holland, that is one of the greatest vocal performances I've ever heard. I pulled over to the side of the road and wept when I heard that thing. Because he died, and I was just like, yeah, whatever, Jeff Beck died. I know he's supposed to be the greatest, blah, blah, blah. It's like I have no time for Jeff
I got to
Beck.
drive him once.
What?
When I was a limo driver.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Wait. Break from UFOs, Joe.
Yeah.
You have to tell me your Jeff Beck story.
I was supposed to drive Stevie Ray Vaughan, but Stevie Ray Vaughan refused to take a limo. Stevie Ray Vaughan would always take cabs. Isn't that wild? And I was a giant Stevie Ray Vaughan fan because my boxing coach was a huge fan, and he would always play that song. Oh God, there's a bunch of them, but is it Ireland? Is that? He has this one song.
Never heard of this.
Oh my God. This guy used to hit the bag and play this one song by Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I can't remember what fucking song it was, but I became fascinated with Stevie Ray Vaughan because of my friend. And as I was driving limos, I had an opportunity to. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to pick up Stevie Ray Vaughan. This is insane. But as he was with Jeff Beck, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. So I drove Jeff Beck. But it was, to me, I was an idiot.
You can't elite over that.
I didn't know. Yeah, I also got a chance to pick up Annie Lennox, security guy, who was this fascinating dude. I really loved talking to him. He was a lot of fun. And so I got to see, I was like as close to you are as to Annie Lennox. And this was when the Eurythmics were huge. And she was in this restaurant. And I swear to God, dude, her voice was like a cable wire. When she would talk,
yeah,
it would almost like she had a nuclear voice. Like even just her talking, you would like knowing how beautiful her voice was when she sang. You realize like, oh my God, she's like an athlete. Like she's like an athlete talking. Just the way her voice was carrying in this conversation, I was like, this is amazing. Her voice is incredible. And I was realizing like, oh wow, that's like a trained skill, like a ballerina with their vocal cords.
I believe before it was trained, it was just. I have the same feeling about Eva Cassidy and Annie Lennox. It's just that these people are not part of reality.
Well, is a gymnast a part of reality? I mean, they develop that ability. I mean, I think that's what it is. I think we're seeing the final product. We're not understanding that there's this long journey. And some people have more physical gifts than others do. But that's with gymnasts as well.
Okay. You ever heard Eva Cassidy get sick and sing Stormy Monday, and something about the sickness causes her voice to do something that no voice has ever done?
Oh, no.
Oh, dude. This is like heroin.
Wow.
Jeff Beck is more vocal than these people. This version of Drown in My Own Tears, which is a cover, Ray Charles did a cover version of it, and he figured out what the song was supposed. Okay.
Yeah. Hit me with it. What a bad motherfucker. What a bad motherfucker.
By the way, I just want to say something that you're not going to want me to say, but fuck you. I was hanging out with his bass player, Tal Wilkenfeld, and she got COVID. And I heard that you sent a nurse with an IV with all of this sort of stuff to get Tal Wilkenfeld, this unbelievable bass player that just...
She's my friend.
Yeah, but she's like a next level human being.
She is. I love her. She's great.
I know. But like, you know, you take a lot of shit from stupid shit that you do. What a big heart you have, and nobody even knows what you do for people around you. And I just want to say thank you. Okay, that was an unauthorized thing.
That's
I want to get
nice
back to
you. Thank you.
Okay, the Jeff Beck thing.
There she is.
Oh my God. Right? Like she's 12 years old.
Let me hear some of this.
On stage a little hard to hear.
This is Costa Rica.
Wow. I like how they have the little Indian rugs on stage. That's pretty dope.
So it's Incubus with Mike Einziger and Brandon Boyd. And that was Costa Rica, where they were getting blown away and that she couldn't even see properly because her hair was getting blown into her eyes.
I met her at the store. She's friends with Tony Hinchcliffe. That's how I became friends with her.
Yes, like she doesn't want to hang out with music people. She wants to hang out with scientists and comedians.
She loves hanging out with comics. She
Yeah.
hangs out with us all the time. She's cool as fuck.
She's
she
cool
can
as-
hang. She's really cool to talk to.
But Incubus
Interesting person.
is also like they're really into science. They're the most down to earth
that's
rock
awesome.
stars. Jeff Beck.
That's awesome.
So in terms of vocal performance, I did not understand what this guy was able to do multidimensionally with that whammy bar and using the slide as a plectrum. This guy was developing techniques not to flash you, not to Yingwei Malmsteen play a million notes a second, but he was just like, I'm going to spend my entire life not becoming a rock star, but becoming the ultimate technician because of the things I feel in my soul that I want to share with you people. And I didn't get this. And the only way I found Tall is that I thought like, okay, I was always thinking I'd get around to Jeff Beck. And then he died. And it's like, okay, whatever, I'm too busy. And I started feeling shitty about it. I thought, what happened to his bassist? And I found out she followed me. And I was completely unprepared for like these people who are channeling the universe directly through music.
yes.
Right?
Yeah, that's what it is, right? That's what it is. When someone like a Gary Clark Jr. plays guitar, there's like
Who
something.
you introduced me to at the store when
Yeah.
I never met him. It's just like,
He's
what
a
a
fucking man.
well, music, science, and humor are my three things that I use to measure human intelligence. You can't use an IQ test to get up in the stratosphere. These are the three things that actually discriminate. Humor, music, and science. Like, in general, I can assure you that when you order a sandwich at Subway, if you do so, you don't do it in any particularly special way. But let me just say this. I saw you work up this thing about professional wrestling is gay over many nights because you kept inviting me to the store